Hello, everybody, and welcome to GRLCS. We are shoutcasting games from Week 7, even though we're currently in Week 8 because there was a spring break bye for Platinum. We got a few good games for you tonight. I'll be shoutcasting. My name is Jack. Jack Loves Lamp Counts, and with me is Austin Rex Go Dragon. How do you say your last name?
Win.
Win.
But
Okay, I always check.
yeah, don't worry about it too much. You can call me Rets if that's easier. But yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Get right back into these platinum games. We saw some good fiestas from the gold. A little fiesta from the diamond we saw earlier with Return to Mill Six versus Dog with Hat Gang. That was an interesting game. But now we're back with some platinum games, a little bit in between for fiestas and macro play.
Yeah, and I hope that everyone's staying safe during all of this COVID-19 stuff. I got my Switch, been playing Animal Crossing, got Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes, maybe, I guess. That same thing. Staying healthy, staying safe. That's why we're casting over Discord.
Yep.
But it's okay. We're still going to do our best.
Definitely so. So how about we just go ahead and
Yeah,
introduce the teams now?
let's hop
So
into the game.
so on for the blue side, it is Get Money Boys with Emerus in the top lane playing Ornn, Creativity Yak playing the Jarvan jungle, Lord Zotin in the mid lane playing that Vigor, and then Time I Shoot as well as El Big Daddy playing that Soraka Ezreal bot lane.
Over on the red side, we've got Pigs Might Fly, OG the Arbiter in the top lane on Set, Rembones in the jungle on Nidalee, Smooths in the mid lane on Aurelion Sol, X-Craze and Mark Hames in the bot lane on Aphelios and Morgana. They're going to flash. They will hit the binding. Ezreal still has his flash available, but he gets yoinked back in, and he goes down. He gets yoinked back in. Set takes his E at level 1 there, catches up after the binding, pulls him back in. No time for a flash. Even when he sees them coming, a nice flash binding from Mark Hames means that he's going to go down for first blood.
Yeah, and getting this early kill onto his jungler means that Rumbles can apply this pressure all throughout other lanes pretty well. But it looks like Get Money Boys are not going to take that without any contest because they have looked like they are going to be aiming to try to steal away this red buff away from Rambones, but we might just see some vertical jungling because of that.
Yeah, when Ornn starts his W, he actually does a fair amount of damage to a jungle camp like this. So pretty decent leash for the Jarvan. And they don't get spotted by the Set as he walks top lane. So if they're quick, they can hopefully turn this into an advantage for their jungler. Unfortunately, First Blood went over to Nidalee, so she got to start Machete and Talisman.
Means her clears are going to be just a little bit healthier, and it looks like she might be either going for a level 2 gank, but for the mid lane we have some a little bit of action as well.
Creativity Yak gonna miss the level 2 gank. They actually get tugged back in there, don't quite get under tower range. Rembone's doing a level 2 gank of his own. El Big Daddy 28 going very low, but will survive. Does have to burn both barrier and flash, as well as Ezreal's heal. And Nidalee doesn't look like she's done. Rembone's still looking for something.
Yeah, Mark Haynes looking to try to get this Dark Binding onto the Ezreal, but a lot of minion block happening and good defensive, or playing a little defensive while in the top lane. Really strong trades coming out on the side of OG the Arbiter.
Yeah, Set into Ornn. I'm sure that lots of lanes can go either way, but I definitely think Set has the advantage in this situation. Got a fair amount of resistances, or regeneration. Doesn't have to worry about any mana. Max health damage on his Q, true damage on his W. Nidalee still down here trying to hit El Big Daddy 28. She knows that the sums are down, defensive cooldowns are down, trying to make something happen, and counter jungling all the while.
Yeah, make sure that she doesn't stay that far behind. While on the opposite side, we do have Emrys doing some pretty good trading in, getting his full combo off and dodging away from the Haymaker or true damage part. So pretty good, and we still have Creativity Yacht in top side of the jungle, so he'll be ready to
really
go
good
in for
bindings from
game.
Mark Hames. Gonna get followed up with the root from X-Craze. That's a lot of damage onto Time I Shoot. 2 more autos. Mark Hames and X-Craze both auto. Flash in from X-Craze, going for the kill onto Big Daddy. Smooths will pick it up after that pool damage with that last tick of the orb, because I do believe it just spins a set amount of time now, right?
It spins way faster for a short duration. Oh.
OG the Arbiter will flash away, will sidestep the E there. He's getting very low. The shield comes out. Creativity Yak eats another turret shot. He will pick up the kill before he goes down, but ends up being a 1-for-1, as well as burning the flash. They also get the assist gold. Get Money Boys come out on top there because they get a little bit extra money when somebody's there to get an assist. They get half that money if there's just one other person. And they also burned his flash without burning either of their own flashes. So definitely came out on top, but OG the Arbiter still makes the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, still managed to pick up that kill, which is pretty nice. Means that he's not going to fall too far behind, especially if he uses... I believe he used his TP there in order to get back into the lane, so he doesn't miss
Flash
anything.
in, stun, ignite. Lord Zotin going very low. He will go down. There's a spear just in case, but it misses anyway. Nice solo kill from Smooths.
Yeah, I always like seeing the ASOL, not necessarily because it's like super mechanical playing, even though they did change his kit a little bit into more of a interactive build, as opposed to just stand still.
Another gank onto the bot lane. El Big Daddy, no summoners available, will go down quickly. The CC from the binding and the gravity gun, just insane. I don't think X-Grace has rotated between guns very much, has he? I think he's just saved that gravity gun for those trades specifically.
Yeah, dude, because he knows that his jungler is in the area for so often, and these dark bindings are landing very well. But he is gonna finally get rid of those.
Mark Hames might have overextended trying to get a turret plate there. Flash forward from Time I Shoot. Mark Hames gonna go down, got greedy for a plate. However, gonna still get a kill for his AD carry. Rembone's here just in case. Doesn't quite get the plate and goes down for it, but does get the kill on the AD carry, so could be worse.
Yeah, and with the kill onto the AD carry means that they could have potentially started
ult
that
onto the level 5 Orin, who gets slowed. He's going very low. OG the Arbiter doesn't have his W up yet. It might be up soon. He does have the E back. Flash from Emerus. The W comes out. It's right off cooldown, and he will pick up the kill onto the Emerus. Solo kill and burns his flash. Hit 6 before his opponent.
Yeah, which is pretty surprising with that early kill that Emerus got onto OG the Arbiter. But I suppose he didn't lose. OG the Arbiter used his TP, so he wouldn't miss out on any of that minion EXP.
Exactly, yeah. He used his teleport pretty... I guess using your teleport conservatively, right, would be like saving it for when your team like really needs you if they do bot lane or something. But using it aggressively is just like, I need to get back to lane. You know, I need more farm, more XP. OG the Arbiter used his a little aggressively. Used it. Got to top lane quick. Emerus, being conservative, trying to save his, fell behind an XP. Got pushed up and died for it.
Yep, and that's pretty unfortunate for them. But as an Ornn, you don't have to really worry too much. This is 10.5 that we're playing on.
Ooh, both CC abilities are going to miss. Close call, though. And yes, you're right. This is 10.5.
Yeah, 10.5, so this is post-Ornn nerfs. So it's going to be level 13 before he starts building some of his mastery works for himself. But regardless, he'll still be pretty strong, getting that free 1,000 gold worth of stats for his team.
Yeah, and I don't think he completed building right there. OG the Arbiter runs up and interrupts him. Ornn, yeah, still a good pick after those nerfs, but you can definitely feel the difference. Masterwork items coming out a whole level later is pretty huge, especially when you're behind.
Definitely so. It looks like X-Craze is just going to opt to stay in lane and holding on to all that money that he has in his pocket. I imagine he hasn't recalled in quite a bit, and he has 2 kills now and a couple assists under his belt. So it's definitely going to be quite a fight in this bot lane.
Yeah, Time I Shoe. Gonna juke away from the binding there. Mark Hames might potentially be in trouble. A lot of damage going down onto him, but they see Nidalee is behind them once again. So they're gonna have to be careful. Gonna try to take out this trap. Creativity Hawk is here. Same level as Rembones. Both of them currently level 5. Mark Hames level 5 as well. The ultimate is available for Aphelios. And they're gonna shove in. Oh, well, Big Daddy 28 and unable to juke the binding, so has to burn the flash. Is going to get hit by X-Craze and take a little bit of damage there. The ultimate comes out from Aphelios. It's just short. That range nerf not going to get it onto El Big Daddy 28 there, who will hit the Q and get some healing.
Yeah, unfortunate that they did nerf Aphelios' range, but it is pretty pretty fair in order to nerf it, considering how strong.
Big Daddy 28
Ooh.
does use the barrier. Heal also comes out for Tie My Shoe. These bindings landing like crazy. Tie My Shoe ease forward just as Smooths arrives. He's going to take him down. The ultimate comes out from Smooths as well. I do think that connected. I don't think it did enough damage.
I don't think so either, but it's good enough in order to push away El Big Daddy and discourage him from staying underneath his tower to support out the Jarvan.
Oh, Creativity Yak's in trouble. He ults several in. The 2 flashes come out. He still gets one. Really nice Jarvan ultimate. Picks up 2 flashes and a kill and the stopwatch.
Yeah, taking advantage that they wanted to go on a tower dive and focused his power onto the jungler and the ADC, getting him really low, knowing that they'll have to flash out, considering that the jungler was the first one to start that engage and was trapped in the Cataclysm. So picking up the kill there kind of makes a best out of a bad situation right there.
Yeah, and though they are doing all of these dives, we're still pre-10 minutes. And earlier in the game, you know, less HP, less armor. Turrets hurt pretty badly, so being level 5, 6, 7 under tower like that is a ton of damage that you're still taking.
Yep, and then with each shot, it just ramps up more and more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, makes it a little bit more dangerous to dive early on in the game.
But we see now the bot lane has rotated to the top side. Potentially, we're going to look for a switch. We do see that OG Arbiter is switching or recalling, so he can go meet that bot lane wave and apply extra pressure to this Rift Herald with bot lane up here on top. So we see that they notice the Ornn is in the area. Thanks to that
teleport coming out.
Ooh.
Very aggressive TP. It actually pays off. The rest of the team is here to back it up. Ezreal and Soraka left alone in the bot lane. Smooths and Rembones looking for potentially a dive. Here comes Set. He does have the ultimate available. Stun comes out, ults the Jarvan into the wall. Soraka ult will stall a little bit, but it won't be enough. They will pick up both of them and survive. The minions are here. Arbiter loses the aggro, and they immediately turn onto this tower. Only 11 minutes in the game. The plates are still here. The way the plates work, though, this thing should get pretty darn tanky every time they take a plate, considering 4 of them are standing here. Yeah, after they took that plate, you could see it taking significantly less. They will still get it, but it's going to take them a little while.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take it before the bot lane Forget Money Boys is able to take their corresponding tower. So, they only grabbed 2 turret platings with them there, but this is 10.5, so this is post... they buffed how much gold you get for each turret plating, so a lot of money going into each of these champions' pockets.
Yeah, buffed how much money, and then also, I believe they nerfed how much damage ranged champions did to towers.
Yeah, so the whole
to
deal
plates.
That,
Sorry, to plates specifically.
Yeah, so the whole deal, I believe, was ranged champions do like 20% less, but melee champions.
Oh no. So ranged champions do 17% less damage, but they lowered the inherent tankiness of plates as well. So melee champions do a little more damage than before, and ranged champions do a little bit less damage than before to turrets.
Yeah, we see Creativity Yak in the bot lane right now.
Turrets. I keep saying turrets, but it's specifically the plates.
Yeah, once the plates fall off, it goes right back to normal.
Exactly.
But yeah, Creativity Yak was in the bot lane looking to make something happen, but not exactly finding everything.
Creativity Yak going to back. Gets aggressed on here. X-Craze looking to root him. He's not going to do it. The turret does go down with the help of that Rift Herald. Markhaim's coming around the side. Does land the binding. Ultimate from Smooths for the slow. Rembones jumps on him. Markhaim's going to be the one to pick up that kill. OG the Arbiter going in under Rembones in the... Emerus in the top lane.
Yeah,
He doesn't have the ult available.
Ooh, and doing an excellent job at keeping Ornn down, while his bot lane is doing a good job at sieging this tower.
Yeah, Smooth just hanging out on the sidelines here for the flank. Flashes in, burns a flash as well. After getting that tower, looks like they're going to turn around and head back towards the Infernal Dragon. That's going to be their second dragon of the game.
Yep, which means it's either Cloud or Ocean. What do you think of it?
Cloud.
Yeah, Cloud would be pretty interesting to see, especially with Smooths. Once you use that ultimate, he gets a bunch of movement speed, which is what he wants.
I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for
Dang.
2.
Look at that.
I say 2 for 2 because I only got to guess one time last time we casted.
Kept forgetting, but yeah, look at that.
2 for 2, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah, as I was saying, the Cloud Drake is pretty nice for the side of Pigs Might Fly, considering Mark Hames, his ultimate, the Soul Shackles, extra movement speed,
Ultimate coming out from Emrys, trying to make something happen here. The flash will go down Emrys. His flash will get him out of the Jarvan ult and away from the Ornn ult. Ornn still looking for something, knocks up 2, and they do get the shutdown. It goes over to Emrys. Mark Hames now under tower, trying to maybe keep this tower alive. He's looking a little bit low, gonna check out a binding because Rembones is here and Smooth is on the way. There's a really big star. It will stun both, but it burns Ezreal's flash. OG the Arbiter gonna pull in Soraka and pick up the kill. Time I shoot, no flash available. Should have the E up soon. Gets ulted away from the team, but it's okay. Rembones is quick, and they do put down enough damage. They will pick up that kill as well. Emrys now under tower, trying to build an item. Gonna have to stop. And here comes the wave.
Yeah, and not having a lot of wave there, considering that Lord Zilton is in the top side, means that they're going to get some pretty decent damage off onto this tower.
Yeah, they're going to start poking this. Aurelion Sol doesn't do the most damage. AP champions do okay, but not the most. They're going to have to back off and try to shove in once again. Aphelios is picking up red buff. He's not here yet.
I do want to point out, though, that we have a little bit of downtime. That Smooths is doing an excellent job this game, playing to Acel's strengths of rotating so often with his Comet of Legends and his Star Creator or whatever his Q is, getting these good rotations to the bot side. But it looks like we might have a fight now.
Ooh. The ultimate comes out from Aphelios, throws down some more damage, and not going to be enough to get the kill onto Time I Shoe. Root goes down on to the Vigar. Emrys is going to peel, starting to get pretty low though, has to E away. The heals from Soraka are helping, but are they enough? W in. Smooths will be the one to pick up that kill. The W from OG the Arbiter does a lot. X-Rays goes very low to the tower there. Time I Shoe getting healed back up by Soraka, looking for something. OG the Arbiter, level 11, 3-1 and 5. He's going to be a pretty hard target to finish off.
Yeah,
it's a 5v4.
Yeah, right now, Pigs Might Fly is looking to do excellently this game.
Smooths gets the
really
gets stunned. The ultimate damage from Lord Zotan, not enough. Arbiter looking for something here. El Big Daddy going very low. He will not get hit by the binding. Time I Shoot jumps forward, gets E'd back in, trying to kite back, gets ulted, lands on the Soraka as well. Double kill. And he goes onto a rampage. Not technically a double kill. I guess someone else got the kill into Ezreal, but they will root him up. They chained it into a black binding. Black binding. What am I talking about? Dark binding. All these games, or all these names in this game. It looks like that's the surrender. Yes, that will be the surrender. And that is the series. The series was a 2-0 in favor of Pigs Might Fly.
Yeah, well played there by Pigs Might Fly. Really enforcing that bot lane pressure they had with Aphelios as well as Morgana, because once Aphelios has his Gravitum, landing these bindings makes it way easier, and then having Smooths always rotating down, really utilizing what Acel can do is, and having Red Bones doing vertical jungling is an excellent job on their part. But forget Money Boys, they did try to make push some leads. Top lane, it's just unfortunate matchup. They had a lot of scaling, considering the Ezreal and the Veigar and the Ornn, but they just couldn't get past this early game point.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to go over to Pigs Might Fly, who are going to go into their Week 8 competition, because Week 7 is a bye, being 5-1. Get Money Boys going into Week 8 being 0-6. So that's going to be it for Game 1. We've got 2 more games for you guys. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to go into game 2 in just a moment. This game is going to be Clappin' Patty Cakes against Vision Gang.
Yeah, both teams doing pretty well, I'd say, in so far in this series. Let's see, Climb Patty Cates 4-1 currently. As for Vision Gang, not doing as well, but still in about the middle of the roster at 2-3. So.
Yeah. 2-3, respectable. 4-1 is obviously doing pretty well. Definitely need to pick up this win so that way they can keep their record matched with Pigs Might Fly, who we just saw move up to 5-1. So they're in the same conference, so important to try to keep up with those people that you're neck and neck with. So that's going to be it. Let's hop into the game, shall we?
Yeah, and do you want to go ahead and introduce the blue side?
Sounds good, yeah. Over on the blue side, we've got Clappin' Patty Cakes. Floravfu in the top lane on the Nasus. I Fly So High in the jungle on Zac, Zon, Amorphous Combatant, I think. Princess Kimmy in the mid lane on Malzahar, and I Can't Aim My Pupil, and Atron in the bot lane on Aphelios and Bard. And we
As
might
for the red
see
side-
some action here. They will. They're going to get the hook onto Malzahar after popping the shield. They jump onto him. They use the ignite. He flashes away. And everyone's just autoing each other a little bit. Refereeum kind of in the front lines. iFlow So High, getting pretty low as well. True Rage coming around the side. They've almost got him into the blobs. Refereeum going to have to back away. He's pretty low. So is Xander of Astoria. Xander of Astoria gets ignited. Flash from Bard. And that will be the kill. The heal comes out too late. Somebody else got healed. Just a little bit slow. The hook onto the Bard, who's very low. However, the heal comes out. Can they pick him up? They do. True Rage gets the kill. Refereem has flashed in. He now needs to run out if he can. Floraflu going to flash forward. Auto Q. True Rage flashing in with Zoria. I don't know. To pick up that kill as well. Another hook from Maximus. 3 in a row. The Q lands onto Princess Kimmy. They pick up another kill. The only one who survives is I Fly So High. And he's going to have to go back to his buff, starting at well under half health. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry you didn't get to introduce Vision Gang, but they now have 4 kills.
Yeah, what an impactful or eventful, I should say, early game right there. We have Refereeum, who did unfortunately die on the side of Vision Gang, who's on the blue side playing top lane Shen. We have Syson Zoria, who's landing a lot of those Sonic waves, playing Lee Sin in the jungle. We have Xander of Astoria going down for first blood, unfortunately, and he playing the Zero in the mid lane. And True Rage and Maximus 73, I believe, is the numbers. You can't exactly see too well, but I believe it's 73. Playing Caitlyn and Thresh in the bot lane. Starting off with 3 kills, and that pickaxe is definitely going to help out a ton.
Good lord, no kidding. This Caitlyn is getting to start this game out with a pickaxe. If you thought Caitlyn was annoying to lane against already, goodness, this is going to make it just that much more annoying. That long range and all this extra AD so early in the game. Not to mention 3 assists onto Maximus already. He didn't really do too much with it, obviously. Not a lot of things you could buy early game like that as a support, but 3 assists. Solid extra gold for everybody.
Yeah, solid extra gold indeed. We might be seeing Syson Zoria is going to do a little bit of counter jungling. Maybe just looking for the enemy jungler, knowing that he's so low. And looks like he might go for a top lane gank, knowing that bot lane is already pretty well off right now with those 3 kills.
Yeah, I Fly So High had to go buff. I think, did he go buff wolves back or buff? Yeah, buff wolves back, it looks like. Well, he has 4 CS, so that buff. I don't know what he did. To wind up with 4 CS, I mean.
It's possible that Syson Zoria did do a little bit of counter jungling when he was in the enemy jungle, so he might have. I'm not sure how much each thing costs, but he might have just taken wolves, saw that blue buff was gone, and then left.
Yeah, I also, I think I might vaguely remember them changing how much CS each jungle critter is worth. So perhaps that's what's, what's the word? Tying my tongue on this, I guess. But yeah, I think he just grabbed buff wolves and then immediately backed. Lee Sin, as you can see, went to check the wolves, put the ward there. I think Zac had taken it and immediately left. Didn't get a very good start to this. Lee Sin 1-0-3 with 8 kills up on I Fly So High. Maximus going to try to go for some poke there.
Yeah, seeing pretty big CS difference. He
No
is
flash on Princess Kimmy. He will get a little bit of damage down, but not enough to, not a good situation to get up the kill.
Yeah, Sando is not able to respond in order to attack or go onto Princess Kimmy alongside her Siphon Zoria, but that's fine. Getting a little extra damage off is pretty nice.
Yeah.
We
top
had
lane.
Referee
sorry.
was trying to use the Spirit Dash in order or Shadow Dash in order to stop off the Florifu from stacking on that.
Gotcha. Yeah, interesting top lane matchup. You've got the Spirit's Refuge, which is pretty effective against Nasus. Nasus being probably your quintessential juggernaut, right? Oh, gonna get the Flay. They put a trap behind him. He will sidestep it. Maximus takes a turret shot, starts going pretty low, gets ignited. I can't aim my poople, doing a lot to Maximus. True Rage gonna grab. Oh no! He brought that damage back to Maximus with him off of that Infernum shot. Maximus is okay, but a little bit scary.
Now we see Siphon Zoria is in the mid lane with Princess Kimmy so low. It looks like he won't be able to get anything, and in the bot lane, like you said, there was a lot of action coming in. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication with Maximus and True Rage using that, putting that trap behind Bard instead of in front of him means that they won't be able to chain their CC together, and Atron able to make it out with a pretty decent amount of his health.
All right, going to land a nice hook onto I Can't Aim My Poople. Gonna ignite him, gonna pull him in. Can they get the kill? The heal comes out, so does the Shin ult. Here comes the teleport to, you know, prevent any further aggression. Shin and Nasus are both in the bot lane. Caitlyn trying to look for something. Flash taunt, flash in from Caitlyn. Can they get this kill? They do. It goes over to Requiem. Floraflu, though, flashing onto True Rage. Gonna slow him up. Nice trap. Will help him kite out. He hits him with the Q. She's still so slow. True Rage trying to get away. The shield comes out. He starts running back the other direction. They do get the kill. Nice hook, hook. Blah, blah, blah. Nice Sonic kick? Sonic something? Onto Bard
okay.
there. And
It's like Sonic Wave and then Resonating Strike.
let's take a little peek real quick, shall we? Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike, you are correct. I hit some with the Sonic Wave and is able to follow it up. And wow, 7 kills already for Vision Gang. Things are looking good.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. We saw Requiem using his ultimate, means that he has TP advantage over Florifu now. Florifu TPing in the bot lane, trying to make sure that nothing happens, and then goes for True Rage to pick up the kill. But the peel from Siphon Zoria as well as Requiem did enough in order to stop him.
Ooh, Maximus going to land that hook onto Atron. A lot of damage coming down. Aftershock helps. Can they get this kill? He heals himself, gets the speed boost. Another Flay comes out. A lot of damage coming out from I Can't Aim My Pupils. And Lee Sin will throw down the shield. Zach was en route, but he will disengage. Maximus is just getting eaten alive by Aphelios in these fights, by I Can't Aim My Pupil.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. I believe this is post Aphelios nurse, where he has like range decrease, and maybe a couple stat changes. But ooh, Atron's stepping up a little too far forward.
Whew, he does step up a little too far forward. Gonna get grabbed and taken out. Maximus still pretty low, but safe for now. Requiem getting very aggressive onto Floraflu here. That attack speed debuff being offset by queuing through the Nasus. The ultimate from Nasus comes out. Requiem doesn't want this fight anymore. That's a lot of damage if you are close enough to get queued. He really needs to wait it out. Unfortunately for him, that Nasus lifesteal. Oh, I Fly So High trying to make something happen here. Yoinks them together. He just only level 4. I Fly So High is so behind. Lee Sin is level 6.
Yeah, taking a lot of that in lane EXP as well as counter juggling I Fly So High very actively. So make sure he stays. Ooh, Emperor's Divide to take the kill from take the kill onto Princess Kimmy right there.
I Can't Aim My Pupil and Atron gonna get aggressive onto True Rage here. Nice stun into the wall. This looks like it very well could be a shutdown. He almost actually goes down to the Caitlyn. That headshot comes out. I Can't Aim My Pupil I believe flashed trying to get away from the Piltover Peacemaker, if I'm not mistaken. That or just get closer, so that way the reset on the Chakrams would be quicker. Maybe both, maybe either. Either way, they are able to get the kill. Wow, I can't believe True Rage almost still got that, but they do get the shutdown, and it goes over to Aphelios, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and getting that shutdown is pretty impactful because right now Aphelios isn't that far behind. He is like he's behind by a pickaxe and a courteous shard. They both have a BF sword, but picking up that shutdown is definitely going to alleviate one of these item gaps that they have right now, and makes it so they can aim just a little bit easier.
Yeah. Maximus is here. He's looking to get aggressive. He's only level 5. Nice double stun. Here comes the ult from Rephraim, who gets there after the Bard stun. He's 1v1. He will get the taunt. No flash available on Aphelios. I don't think there's any way he's getting out of this one. Rephraim going to pick up the kill. 3, 1, and 2 now. Getting pretty ahead on this shin pick.
Yeah, I can't aim my pupil. Just not trying to use the alcove in order to kite away from his opponents, but just gonna find himself trapped. Rather.
Nasus does have the ultimate available, so Rephraim needs to be careful not to be stuck in this fight for too long. Spirit's Refuge will help him stall. He's getting a little bit creep blocked as he's trying to back away. The shields come out. Dang! You do not want to stand near Nasus during that ultimate, although he does want to stand near Nasus once that ultimate ends, and when Lee Sin arrives in the top lane, which we do not get to see that. It looks like Lee Sin is unable to get onto the Nasus there. He's going to disengage that. Gets spotted out by a pink one.
Yep, but on the flip side, he does have the pink ward over there, so and Florifu can't exactly go onto it, while True Rage
Getting very aggressive on the True Rage here. Atron doing a lot of damage. The Vox is going to come out, going to slow him down. They're going to try to kite him out here. I can't aim my pupil. Actually gets knocked back into him. He's going to ult and use that Q after the ultimate to pick up the kill. Maximus goes into the stopwatch. He's going to go down as well. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Rephraim and Lee Sin, they're going to find Zac and just continue to set him behind. He hasn't finished his jungle item yet. I think he's level 5. He's having a very rough time. Lee Sin getting very ahead over I Fly So High here.
Yeah, it looks like I Fly So High actually did manage to finish his Cinderhulk now. So definitely good, because these are post Cinderhulk changes, or the Bombi Cinder changes. So definitely going to take advantage of that. But as you said, he is very behind right now, since he's already putting a lot of
flash
pressure.
kick onto the Malzahar, thrown back even farther by the Azir. Azir gets, or sorry, not Azir. Lee Sin gets very low during that, but they do pick up the kill fast enough. Nice flash kick. Neat Azir plays with the wall. They're going to pick up a kill there as well. Lee Sin having a huge impact on this map. I do think he should consider going bot lane a little bit more. I Can't Aim My Pupil and Atron have been very aggressive and have started to get back in this game using their, I think, just kind of raw out damaging lane to their advantage. Thresh just doesn't do that much damage compared to Bard.
Yeah, Thresh is really good at going for these engages, but Bard does do quite a bit of damage in return, so it makes it a lot harder for True Rage, who's doing all the damage in the lane. But no need to worry. Sazazura did come bot lane just so you can grab that dragon real quick.
Yep. And that's going to be Vision Gang's second dragon of the game. True Rage trying to put down some damage onto Atron here. Atron does have the Giant's Belt, so definitely adding some tankiness to himself there.
Yeah, he looks like the Courteous Shard, the Giant's Belt, is pretty scattered in terms of items.
Is, yeah.
But I'm sure the Courteous Shard is just for a little bit of extra damage to help him throughout the lane.
Yeah, wants some damage, but also wants some tankiness, so rather than finish Deadman's or Rapid Fire Cannon, decides to build a little bit of both. I have to say, I feel like in most situations I'd recommend picking one before the other, but it's working out for him. It's all good.
Yeah, they're getting back into this lane, considering Aphelios is now 3-3 as opposed to 0-1 from the start of the game. So they are getting slowly back into this, and leads are slowly getting lost as well for the side of Vision
Yeah.
Gang.
I mean, while Rephraim has had a lot of success in moving around with Lee Sin to go after Zac, and on his ultimates. He's 3-1-3, had a lot of presence. He's even in. Oh, Zach going to come in. Here comes Requiem's ultimate. Nice double flay. He's going to burn a flash. The teleport is here. I fly so high, though. Ulting on all three of these members. Requiem will get a nice double taunt off, but nobody can really back him up. He's going to grab that lantern, and it might just save him. Floraflu arrives with the teleport. Can he get close enough to flash from Requiem? Might keep him alive. Maximus stunned. So is Caitlyn. Here comes Azir going to knock them back into towards the tower. Oh, big damage coming out from Aphelios. Can they make something happen here? They can, but at the cost of their lives. They're just trading 1-for-1s all over this fight. Ultimate comes out. Another trading of 1-for-1s. All the 1-for-1 trades that I'm mentioning were at the end of the fight. Obviously, at the beginning, Clap and Patty Cakes got ahead in that fight. Then afterwards, people just kept trading lives for each other. But at the end of the day, I can name my pupil and Princess Kimmy going to survive, going to get the tower. And Lee Sin was not quite in a lot of that fight, I don't believe.
He was in there
At the
for
beginning?
early parts, but he did. I feel like he died, considering that now he has a death now. So that's pretty unfortunate. They lost a lot of their leads there. A lot of shutdowns going down for the Aphelios and just the Aphelios. Maybe picked up by Atron here and there, but still, a lot of these kills going on to Aphelios is pretty bad, considering how much of a gold lead you had. You have about 3k gold lead, and now that's shrunk down to about just 1,000.
Yeah, definitely closed the gold lead so much. Vision Gang has been quite ahead for quite some time, but things are going to get pretty tricky. Aphelios definitely can do a lot when he gets ahead, especially as the game goes on, if he's utilizing his various weapons and Qs well. And Zac definitely scales very well as a engage tank. And Nasus, obviously, infinitely, it scales infinitely. Blah, 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 blah. Words, man. Nasus just split pushing. Getting more stacks.
For Precisely Zoria.
Ooh, Princess Kimmy does have the ult available, looking for something. His little minions. Oh, wait a minute. I think they just caught True Rage. They did. Not able to get the lantern to him in time. Nice Bard ultimate onto 2. Floraflu is here. He's run up from the bot lane. Suppression onto Xander of Astoria. He will get the kill onto Princess Kimmy, but he goes down as well. I Fly So High and Floraflu going to chase down Maximus. That ultimate means those Qs are coming out very quickly. Going to pick up another kill there. Lee Sin and Shin, the only ones remaining. Baron has been, not Baron, blah, blah, blah. Rift Herald has been started, and they're putting some damage onto that now.
Yeah, just one of those days where speaking is a little harder.
Yeah,
we all have those.
I mean, I
But,
feel like the quarantine's doing me no favors, you know? It's, I'm not around people as much, not talking quite as often as usual. I'm just losing my ability to speak over here.
Yeah, at the end of quarantine, we might need to just go back to some high school English classes. I've been loving a couple of my words as well, here and there. But I'm sure as the quarantine goes on, I'm just going to be it's going to be a lot more apparent.
Oh,
But-
yeah. I mean, 3 months in, you know, you go to class every day, you talk to your teacher and other students, etc. Now I've only got my roommates to talk to, and people when I game with them, but it just doesn't add up to quite as much talking. All right, we've got Dragon going on here. Third Dragon of the game. Vision Gang really wants this. Requiem gets the taunt to distract the jungler. It will work. It looks like he very well could die for it. No, they're going to leave him alone. They want to chase this down. Nasus has the Herald summoned in the top lane, just taking one tower after another. They need to try to get back to the inhibitor before Nasus takes it. Requiem trying to find a way out, running away. Atron going to be a hard person to escape. Requiem, does he have his ultimate available to escape? He does. He just needs to not get stunned while casting it. I don't know if he can get into a spot that will allow that. Yep, he's definitely toast. He's going to go down there. They do save the inhibitor tower, though.
Yeah, but Floraflu scaling up excellently, doing a lot of tower pushing, and kind of being left alone in this top side is pretty dangerous whenever you're dealing with a Nasus, because he can infinitely scale, as you said before. So he's going to be such a strong threat in the later part of the game. Malzahar, even if he is 1-4, having that the nether grass right there, just like
Ooh.
I said, doing tons of damage and still finding
Nice
strong
hook. They're going to
lockdowns.
turn that into something. I think Malzahar going low. He will go down. Nice QSS from Xander of Astoria and nice re-engage from him and Maximus. I Can't Aim My Pupil doesn't quite get hit by the Sonic Wave there. Zach waiting in the wings. He was channeling it back. He's not going to do that. Going to run back around to regroup with his team. Nasus meeting up with that wave in the bot lane. I Fly So High potentially looking for an engage at the tower here. Nice hook and Sonic Wave onto I Can't Aim My Pupil. He's going to flash away. I Fly So High is here disrupting them. Turret damage and Aphelios damage is a lot. Maximus will go down. They do get the turret at the cost of 1. Atron going to flash forward on to Lee Sin. Not going to find anything. I Fly So High gets really low. Going to have to flash away. Atron going to have to tunnel away. Refereem going after him. I Can't Aim My Pupil putting down a lot of damage. Lee Sin going to go down on the backside of the fight to the Nasus. Refereem trying to find anybody. They kite him out. They're unable to get it. I Fly So High gets the shin. Floraflu trying to get onto True Rage. True Rage trying to kite away. Dang, that Trinity Force stacked Q, chunking this Caitlyn for almost half.
Yeah, and that is pretty terrifying. That is one terrifying Nasus. Once he rotated from the bot side into the mid lane and flanked Vision Gang right there, he managed to almost wipe them out as the rest of his team deals with anyone else that was diving under a little too deep under tower.
Felios, Princess Kimmy try to back up here. Don't want to get engaged on. Xander of Astoria, or of Astora, does have the wall available. Maximus gonna try to get a pink here. Get some Baron control.
Getting this vision control, early vision control onto this Baron where you want some permanent wards there, so you just know that they're not nearby the area, or at least they're not trying to sneak in the Baron, because both teams have the capability of sneaking in the Baron because of how strong they have their DPS carries. So we'll just see if, but right now, you know, it's just a little bit of a vision game. Everyone's farming right back up, a little bit calmer right now. But once again, Floraflu doing an excellent job with farming, getting a lot of stats, and just being a monster that Nasus can be in these later parts of the game.
Yeah, so we do see that the gold lead has moved in favor of Clappin' Patty Cakes, just through a combination of shutdowns, that they picked up a lot of big ones earlier in the game, and farm. They are a little bit ahead in farm in a few places, but I think really a lot of this gold lead is just coming from towers and shutdowns.
Yeah, and this 8-3 Aphelios is very terrifying. He has, because of all the mistakes that happened in the bot side, he has gone really far ahead, and as opposed from that early game lead you had, you lost it. Referee's going to get withered right here, but disengaged so he doesn't get continued on.
Atron gonna clear out some vision. This dragon is huge. This could very well determine the flow of the game from here on out, who gets this. If Vision Gang can pick up this 4th dragon and grab that dragon soul, that would be huge for them. A giant buff to their team. However, you know, if they lose this, I don't think that they have the momentum to survive much longer.
Yeah, but also know that once they take this Infernal Soul, that doesn't mean that the Elder Dragons are up more often. They're just going to get engaged on by Floraflu, doing a lot of damage to that ultimate and these siphoning strikes. But
is he just going to run him down? Flash from Refereem, who's decided he wants to try to fight under tower. The Q does come down though. The Q finishes off the turret. Refereem completely unable to match the Nasus at this stage in the game. I think if you could Spirit's Refuge like under tower after he ulted, maybe, but he takes the tower so quickly. I really don't know what your options are as the Shin here. Doesn't seem like he can keep him off the turrets.
Yeah, they're going to need to start sending 2 or more people to respond to this Nasus. Probably one of their DPS carries, the Azir or True Rage right now, in order to respond to him, just so they can do a little bit more. But right now, ooh, Xander's looks like he might go down. He's getting pretty low due to the Malefic Vision, and it looks like he'll be able to survive lucky.
Yeah, Clap and Patty Cakes definitely use what they have very well here. They know the dragon's about to spawn, so Flora Flu immediately just starts shoving in top hard. Once he starts getting the advantage on Requiem so hard in that fight, and he goes down and he gets that tower, Vision Gang has to back off, leave the dragon alone, and that means that they don't get dragon and lose the inhib. So really nice use of split pushing by Clap and Patty Cake to get that inhibitor and the dragon. They really have like all the momentum right now. They're up, getting close to 5k. Unless Vision Gang can make something proactive happen, get a Baron, get a pick, win a fight, things are not looking good for them. They really need to find a way to get this Aphelios though.
Yeah, getting that 700 gold bounty is definitely going to put them back into a pretty strong spot, considering that the gold lead is 5k right now, and that's mainly due to the split pushing Nasus and then the super strong Aphelios right now. Not to mention the really good engages I Fly So High have been getting as well.
Yeah. Started out so behind, and even now he is only 3-2-3. I Fly So High hasn't had the biggest impact on the game, but he's been there for his team when it counted, putting down the CC and disruption they needed, what that Aphelios specifically needed to be able to do as well as he's doing in these fights. There really isn't a excellent diver on red side. And so as long as they can keep him alive, that's good for them. I Fly So High gonna try to go in on the Xander of Astoria here. He will flash away. The ultimate will get interrupted. It doesn't matter. Atron does a lot of damage. He will finish off that kill. True Rage gets ulted by the Shin. I Can't Aim My Pupil gets Lee Sin on the backside of the fight. Maximus and Requiem are the only ones left available. Oh, sorry. True Rage is alive. Not for much longer. Gets knocked up by Zach. That will be the triple kill going over to Aphelios, and they're going to shove this in. They've got super minions about to be in the base on the top side. I think this might just be the game.
Yeah, they could end it right here. Can't exactly see everyone's respawn timer right now due to Discord, but they are pretty long, at least seeing the shortest one being besides Zoria at about 5 seconds from now, but they have a super stacked Nasus and Triforce and a really strong Aphelios, means that they could look for the end, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Ooh!
Yeah, gonna flash in, get one last little kill, and that's going to be it for this game. So we see Clap and Patty Cake. They also move to 5-1 alongside Pigs Might Fly. Vision Gang, however, falls to 2-4. We've got one more game for you guys after this. That game is the big game of the evening because we have two undefeated teams going up against each other. Only one team can remain undefeated after this game, so we'll see who that is. This game is Final Boss versus Sensei Squad Platinum.
So stick around and hope to see you there.
Yep, bye.
Bye-bye.
Man, wow, pentakill music is lit. All right, we're going to go into our last game of the evening. That is Final Boss versus Sensei Squad, the only two undefeated teams after week 5. So here they are facing off in week 6. Let's find out who remains undefeated.
Yeah, these are both really strong teams in the league. We saw Shishi previously, or I guess I should go ahead and introduce the blue side first before I making some, say some speculations. So for the for the blue side, we have Sensei Squad. In the top side, we have, ooh, it's a little bit blurry right now,
Ed
but
Forius.
okay, Ed Forius playing Urgot in the top lane. U.S. Secret Servants playing the Elise in the jungle. Midnight Slushy playing Silas in the mid lane. Boosted Asian and Zale playing Ezreal and Karma. Right now we have
Hold
4
on,
and
might
5
see
stack.
action. They did see them go into this bush. Nice belly bump from Gragas. Jaja Moment trying to go in here. Whoa, gets melted down. Danny Cool is getting melted as well. Gonna throw back a hook. Will land it. Piltover Peacemaker comes through. Looks like they're going to get a free first blood onto the Darius. They don't lose too much for it. They lose a heal and an ignite. All flashes are up. Same goes for the enemy team outside of the Thresh, which over on the red side, we've got Final Boss. Jaja Moment in the top lane on Darius. Robert Plant in the jungle on Gragas. Seishi in the mid lane on Vladimir. And Pharaoh and Danny Cool 241 in the bot lane on Caitlyn and Thresh.
Yeah, pretty good roster I see around here. Pretty nice ultimates you want to steal on the side for Midnight Slushy. We have Robert Plant's Explosive Cast, the Hemo Plague is pretty nice, as well as the Ace in the Hole and the bots, which is insane AP ratios. So pretty nice ultimates to steal overall. And in that early engage, not exactly respecting how much early game damage each of these units do as well.
Yeah. Whew. All right, man. What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen this game? We've got the two 5-0 teams playing against each other. In terms of just like team comp wise, I do think you're right. I do think there's really good ultimates for the Silas to steal. I don't really know. I don't see Karma support super duper often. So maybe you have more insight into that one. But I do like the Thresh, Caitlyn. Here comes Gragas. Ooh. Nice flay onto Boosted Asian. Ignite goes down as well. Gonna flash away, flash belly bump. Boosted Asian gonna eat that Q as well. Almost gets Danny Cool, but will go down to Pharaoh, picking up their first kill of the game.
Yeah, Robert Plant being a pro and blocking that.
Another gank comes in. Ooh. Really nice W. I actually have to say, I do think that Cocoon actually missed and Pharaoh came out, Pool came out after? I could be slightly incorrect there, but I do think it barely whiffed after the flash. I might be wrong.
I'm not exactly sure either, but regardless, Seishi's going to be able to make it out and taking the jungler's flash with it as well. So this is looking pretty good for Seishi. Getting some...
Whoa, Ignite comes out as well. Seishi looks very low here. Throws back an Ignite and a turret shot. Seishi is actually going to be the one who picks up the kill here. Very close fight, very close indeed. The Q, I guess, just wasn't quite available yet for Midnight Slushy. He's only level 3, doesn't have points in that yet, and gets just too close. Eats a Q from Vladimir, healing him just enough to prevent the Ignite from getting the kill. Also puts some damage down to Midnight Slushy, who takes damage from Ignite and one turret shot. At level 3, that's a death sentence.
It is a death sentence. Doing tons of damage. We saw last game it was doing a lot of damage. In this game, it's no difference. Still doing tons of damage right there. Moonlight Slushy, a little overestimating how much range he has with all of his abilities and auto attacks. So he's unfortunately gonna fall due to that. And Seishi getting an early kill. We've seen him do really well with these
Robert Plant in trouble here. Level 4 Elise going all in against him. No flash available. He will go down. Nice solo kill for U.S. Secret Cervix there.
Yeah, we do see
fight breaking out here in the top lane. There's no ultimate available. Ed Forius gets the pull. Does he have anything available? He flashes away and the bleed will finish him off. Such close 1v1s, but right now a lot of them are going in favor of Final Boss. with the exception of Elise versus Gragas in that 1v1 moments ago.
Yeah, bot lane still doing pretty nicely. Midnight especially did do a little bit of a misplay early on, but hopefully that won't put them too far behind because there is still a lot of the game to go. Feishi picking that early kill means that he's going to be scaling just a little bit faster, getting that 2-item power spike so he can start bursting down people. And then Midnight Slushy, once he gets to
Whoa,
late
U.S. Secret Service is
Ooh.
not done with Robert Plant. Robert Plant's only level 3. U.S. Secret Service is level 5. However, Robert Plant seems content to try to fight this. He's going to stall it out with the repel. Midnight Slushy comes around the side. Hook from Danny Cool. Does he want to go in on this? He decides not to. Karma is just around the corner. And wow, Robert Plant gets set back even further by this Elise.
Yeah, this Elise is doing an excellent job at keeping their lead and trying to make sure that he's Elite strong, so then he can get his other teammates
U.S.
strong.
Secret Service coming in
Right
on the
here.
Seishi here. Will he be able to make something happen? The cocoon barely misses as Vladimir slows down to throw out a Q. Jaja Moment does have the ultimate available, gets all of his stacks on this Urgot. Urgot does have to flash away at the end of that.
Yeah, this is post Darius nerfs, I believe. I'm just gonna check real quick, just so I don't get that wrong.
Well, the nerfs, if this is them, they were somewhat small. Some mana nerfs to his W and his E, as well as a slight damage nerf to his W. So
No,
not too huge.
Yeah, this is 10.5, so this is not actually Darius nerfs. This is recently actually Darius buffs in jungle, so if he wants to walk over the Krugs and heal off them, you can, but the important thing to notice is that Darius is still doing a lot of damage. We didn't really talk about this when it happened, but when Jojo Moment and Euphoria was fighting in the top side, a very smart move on Jojo Moment to flash away and let the bleed take down the rest of Euphoria, considering they both have Conqueror, so they want to keep fighting in order to get this healing. But if Jojo Moment gets away from him and stops letting Euphoria do damage to him, means that he won't be able to heal, means that he's just going to go down to that bleed.
Yeah, 5-stack bleed does a lot of damage. So leaving him low health like that, yeah, you're right, smart play. Looks like we're going to see Gragas and Elise run into each other in the jungle once more. Gonna land the stun, gonna land the full combo here. Euro Secret Service doing a lot of damage. Robert Plant, a little bit slow there to hit the blast cone, and because of that, he will get ignited by the Karma, and that will be another kill on Robert Plant, just getting so aggressed on in his own jungle.
Yeah, and this is not what you want to see from Gragas, who is a pretty strong early game jungler, considering how well he can get these ganks off. Like, if he keeps getting pushed back into his own jungle, he's not going to be able to find these early game ganks in order to get his team a little bit farther ahead. But fortunately, all of his solo lanes are doing pretty excellently right now.
Yeah, definitely lucky. Vladimir doing well against the Sylas for the most part. A little down in CS, but up a kill. His top laner up a fair amount of CS, as well as having a solo kill of his own. And in the bot lane, things are definitely going in favor of Boosted Asian Zale, it seems like at the moment. Zale picked up that kill onto Robert Plant. And jungle-wise, Robert Plant, of course, like you were saying, is a fair bit behind. But they're not out of it yet. It's not like every single lane is losing. This game is still pretty close. Small gold lead for Sensei Squad Platinum.
Yeah, and that really just comes down to the Elise that's right now ahead, but Judgment Moment is in the mid lane right now.
Yeah, Darius trying to get a kill onto Midnight Slash. You're going to yoink him back in, throws out one more auto, and that will be the kill. Some flashes get burned. Seishi burns Ignite and Flash. Silas burns Ignite and Flash as well. Definitely want to try to reduce each other's healing. They both are fairly healy mid laners.
Yeah, especially with Silas having that Conqueror also available, means that he heals just a ton. So you want to get that early Ignite down so he doesn't get the opportunity to heal a bunch.
Yeah, early is, I know, relative, but yeah, as soon as he has Conqueror fully stacked and he gets a little bit lower on HP where he wants to start Wing and the heal gets bigger, because I do believe it gets larger the lower health he is. Once he basically has Conqueror stacked and is at like half health, just bam, yeah, ignite him. And it is kind of early. Sometimes you ignite them at the end to like secure the kill if they flash away or something. But definitely want to ignite that Silas when he gets to about half, sooner rather than later.
Definitely
Ooh,
so.
flashes away from the
Ooh.
cocoon. The repel is still available. Aggro goes on to Karma, who immediately disengages. Jaja moment. Does he want to go? He flashes in, gets the Q, throws down the dunk. One last auto with that enhanced AD, and that will be a kill. Nice flash after channeling the Q there.
Yeah, really excellent to land that. I believe it's Decimating Strike. But, ooh, a little fight in the mid lane. These two just duking it out constantly with each other.
Yeah, duking it out hard. Danny Cool getting really aggressed on by Boosted Asian and Zale here. He will get out alive, but a lot of poke going down onto him there. Robert Plant's going to show up just to kind of get some of this XP. He definitely needs it. He's almost, a lot of damage going down onto Seishi here in the mid lane. Will juke away from that final Q, and it looks like he's safe for the moment. And we see Robert Plant has, Elise has been ganking a lot, right? So definitely flexing pressure on the map, 3-0-1. But CS-wise, Robert Plant has caught back up a bit.
Yeah, considering how far behind he was with how active US Secret Servets was really invading his jungle because of how much lane priority Silas and Boosted Asian provided.
Secret Service once again all-inning Robert Plant here in the jungle. The ultimate comes out, and that will be able to disengage it. I don't know if Seishi wants this fight, but he seems to think he does. It will have to disengage when he sees the Karma arrive. Jaja Moment's teleport finishes, however, it's just way too far from the enemy team, and after that teleport, he's going to have to make a little walk of shame and just run all the way back top lane, where Edforius picked up a turret plate.
Yep, and which is pretty nice for Euphorius. Picking up that turret plating means that he's just going to get a little close out this gap that he has between him and Darius. It's not going to. There is a huge gap right now, considering that Darius has 3 kills, as opposed to Euphorius, who just has a CS deficit as well as a plate right now.
Whew. Alrighty. So, things looking still just slightly in favor of Sensei Squad. Tiny gold lead, up a dragon. We're still even in turrets. But overall, still definitely anyone's game. Elise still has some utility later in the game, of course, but does kind of fall off some compared to other junglers.
Yeah, we'll have abilities to burst people down, but not able to get the 100 zeal that you necessarily want for everyone. At least you'll probably still have the capability against ADCs, but but as you said, typically at least does fall off. So we do want US Secret Cervix in order to push some of these kills onto other laners that scale much better.
Yeah, because Elise, definitely, late game if you're ahead, can still 1v1 an AD carry or something. It's just that those situations don't arrive super often, You need to be able to hit both of your Qs, have a few of your Spiderling's autos go off during W, hit the big Spiderling. You kind of need all those things to land, but you don't have like a traditional ultimate, right? Flash gets the stun onto the Caitlyn. Some damage comes out from Boosted Asian, and he will pick up the kill. It's just like later, Elise doesn't exactly have a lot of AoE CC, a lot of AoE damage, quite enough burst to just jump onto an AD carry, assassinate them, and repel out,
Yep.
Crazy good for skirmishes and turret dives and things and, small numbers fights, but just inherently a little bit weaker in team fights. Whereas someone like Gragas has a lot of team-wide CC, disruption, some things to increase his tankiness, just fares a little bit better in team fights.
Definitely so. So we're going to see if US Secret Cervix is going to be able to push his lead onto other people, feed them a couple kills in order so they can scale, so that he doesn't necessarily have to.
Midnight Slushy going very low here. Seishi's still on him. He's going to have to flash away. The Ignite's going to tick. It's not enough. Seishi needs to be careful. He doesn't quite take another turret shot and die, luckily for him. they do burn the flash from the Silas at the cost of no flashes of their own. So definitely a small victory.
Yeah, but once this Silas gets a few items, he will be able to have a lot more capabilities to maybe get some really strong picks and be just a really good bruiser. He has really strong scalings to make him a good assassin, but he still has a lot of utility that makes him good for, or not utility, but a lot of things under his belt that makes him really good to be as a bruiser, considering that he's taking Conqueror as well.
Yeah. All right, so we see things settle down a little bit here. The game is only 5-5 in kills, but with turret plates, with that first tower blood, Sensei Squad is a fair amount of gold ahead right now. Almost 3k at 15 minutes, which is, significant. Dragons are even, so, small advantages to Sensei Squad still, but Final Boss not out of this yet.
Yeah, Sensei Squad, well, the gold lead amounts to just about an item difference, and we can see that in the bot lane. It really is accentuated. Ooh,
All right,
like
Elise
something's
going to come in
happening
onto
on
Seishi here. He's going to run away from the Elise in a downwards direction in the top lane. Robert Plant not able to find anything on the Karma and Ezreal. Jaja Moment and Urgot now 1v1ing once again in the bot lane.
Yeah, we see that bot lane has rotated to the top side, which is normal because there's no longer a tower there for you to bounce minions back off of, and as well as the Rift Herald spawning in about 2 minutes.
Ooh, Robert Plant might be in a sticky situation here. Zale gets the root starts getting channeled. He will get a nice Thresh Lantern out of there, and has teleported to safety, dash to safety, I mean. Pharaoh gets hit by that Ezreal, goes very low. Nice shot by Boosted Asian, but Pharaoh is going to survive.
Yeah, unfortunately not an AP Ezreal, nothing off meta, so that True Shot Barrage isn't going to do enough damage to kill either Robert Plant or Thora or Bayora, the Caitlyn. And another tower is going down in favor of Sensei Squad.
Whew, yeah, 2 towers to 0 now, growing their lead. Jaja Moment hasn't been able to make anything happen on Edforius in the bot lane for a little while. I think he's playing it pretty safe. These situations are the ones where you might see, oh, Edforius actually decides that he wants to get aggressive. He's getting off a lot of shotgun knees. He doesn't quite get the flip there. Jaja Moment decides to take him back for a fight. The ultimate comes out. They both flash onto each other. He just needs a little more damage, and Edforius gets the jump onto the Darius and actually picks up a kill despite being behind. Gets off a lot of shotgun legs, which are especially effective against a champion that has built primarily health and no armor, which he has done in going the Trinity Force. It also appears that he's not going to do anything to remedy that. He goes Merc Treads rather than Ninja Tabi and grabs a Kindle Gem. I don't know if he's going to stay in lane much longer with Edforius, but he is no harder for Edforius to kill with those changes, or with those items. Danny Cool getting engaged on by Midnight Slushy. The box is quite a bit of damage, but he looks like he's going to be able to get out after burning his flash. Caitlyn going to toss out an ult, going to get blocked. Seishi flashes in onto Boosted Asian, puts down a lot of damage. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, after getting that solo kill, we're going to see Edforius pick up a tower. Whoa! Robert Plant flashes in, throws the ultimate, and Ezreal's going to flash away. He will not get that kill. Robert Plant will not quite die for... Yes, he does eventually go down to the last tick of Ignite. Pharaoh going to go down as well. Thanks to efforts of Midnight Slushy, rest in peace. He goes down to the turret as well. Seishi getting incredibly low. The E missile was going to hit. Oh, wait a minute. Is that enough damage? Another turret shot. Danny Cool trades his life for him. Oh, an ult comes out. That's enough damage with the help of the U.S. Secret Service, and they pick up Jaja Moment as well. Lots of kills for Sensei Squad during all that. Goodness.
Yeah, and just in time with the Ocean Dragon spawning. This is Ocean Rift, means that we might see an Ocean Soul this game, but right now, Sensei Squad is pulling a 5,000 gold lead, so they are pretty much in command, seeing that Edforius is now on par to deal with Jaja Moment. So if he wants to split push, she can be easily they can meet each other pretty well against Jaja Moment. As for U.S. Secret Service, he is also, like you said, falling off right now. He's not necessarily doing too great. He does have he's is 4-0-4, missing EXE, but he is not exactly putting out the utility that Robert Plant necessarily can with in terms of peeling, I should say.
Whew, these fights are really close. Even just in the laning phase, all these 1v1s, very close. These team fights have been very back and forth in their own right, but Sensei Squad keeps coming out on top by just a hair. And in the early game laning phase, these fights, like I mentioned, were close, but Final Boss was coming just barely ahead in those. But I think U.S. Secret Service, like you mentioned earlier, has been able to, even though he has picked up a lot of the kills, has been able to put a lot of pressure down on other places in the map to help his laners get back in the game. Nice blink from Ezreal will get him not knocked into the enemy team by that Greg Assault.
Yep, a really well-timed arcane shift in order to dodge it. Very well done, and he has picked up the Iceborne Gauntlet, which means he will be able to kite away this Darius and Vladimir just a little bit easier, and still receive a little less damage from Dora and as well as Jaja Moment.
Whew, things calming down a little bit. Just trying to clear away some vision. Looks like we're going to see vision priority on Baron go over to Sensei Squad here. They have sent Vladimir to the bot lane to try to deal with Edforius, who has grown quite intimidating down here in the bot lane. Darius definitely seems unable to 1v1 him, and considering he didn't go like, I don't know, Ninja Tabi Bramble Vest or something, you know, something to specifically to counter. Pharaoh! Wow! Poked down and murdered. Edforius is in a 1v2. It looks like they might be able to get him here. He will still take down one. He's not going down for nothing. Gets one kill in a 1v2. However, a shutdown going over to Vladimir is never something you want to see. An incredibly strong late game champion.
Yeah, we've seen that he is at his 2-item power spike, so we're going to be able to see.
I think Danny Cool knows he's going to die. He throws down everything he can there. Jaja Moment will get a kill, but they lose 2. The last turret shot, I think it's dodged away from. It does by U.S. Secret Service there.
Yeah, well played right there. Danny Cool, like you said, knew he was about to die, lands the hook, goes in, and just tries to keep the boosted agency seed for his team to pick up the kill.
Yeah, and he's able to pick up the kill. Unfortunately, not able to, do as Darius tend to Darii, I don't know, plural of Darius, tend to do, and snowball the fight. He throws down the ult there. I don't think he had 5 stacks of his passive yet. It didn't quite execute. Not that it executes, but you know what I mean. Didn't get the kill, which would have given it a reset. Darius definitely relies on getting that 5 stack up, and then just spam auto-ulting people for just massive damage. Gives him a lot of AD, which his ultimate scales with. The ultimate scales with stacks. You apply stacks when you just literally touch someone after it's fully stacked. Definitely can snowball a fight if he can survive long enough.
Yep, good Exodia champion, as I like to call him. Get the 5 parts and then you start winning.
Exodia champion. Oh boy. Game's definitely looking very in favor of Sensei Squad at this point. 4 turrets to 0, 2 dragons to 1, and they're up 5k gold. This has been a very low kill game. We've seen a few 1v1s come out, a few skirmishes and ganks, and a couple team fights. But even then, it has not been bloody in the slightest. Both of these teams playing very thoughtfully.
Yeah, about a kill per minute right now, if you consider both teams together. So not, like you said, not that kill heavy, but still a lot of strong scaling coming out from both sides.
I don't know if Seishi wants to 1v1 Edforius. Last time he had help, and he has help again because Robert Plant has arrived. They're going to, I think Edforius is just trying to run. Can he turn it around? Flash from Robert Plant, flash from Edforius. Seishi throws down the throws down the ultimate. He gets the flip. Will it be enough? The Zanyas will come out. Almost a nice turn from Edforius. barely not able to pull it off. Seishi will get that kill, and looks like he's going to back. Though they were able to get Edforius in the top lane, it took them quite a while, and they gave up another Ocean Drake in the bot side of the map. Hook's gonna land, but he's stunned, can't do anything with it. Gonna flash away, doesn't want to get E'd by Midnight Slushy there. Alright, now the game is starting to get pretty action-packed as these teams have decided, particularly Sensei Squad, but both teams have started to speed things up, trying to be proactive around the map.
Yeah, we do see Robert Plant is still at the top side, so you push out this tower, considering that there's no one else here to respawn. Edforius still respawning from the kill, so he's not be able to respawn in order to react to it, and they're going to take that top tower, while everyone else is just kind of a bit of A-ramming a little bit. So doing a little yeah, staying in the lanes. We have Boosted Agent. He's scaling very excellently well. He has his Muramata completed, his Iceborne Gauntlet, and he's wearing has Executioners for Vladimir and Darius, and looks like he's going for his Blade of Ruin King next. Well, I would be interested if he goes for Headstick Gunblade, but I don't think those days are around anymore.
Alright, both teams just getting some vision, farming some jungle camps, shoving some waves. We're gonna have to see what happens with this next fight. The next dragon is in 3.5 minutes. That's gonna be pretty big. Sensei Squad wants to pick that up. Ocean Soul is incredibly strong.
Especially for pretty much everyone on their team, they would greatly benefit from this. You have Edforius, who like long-term fights. He'll just deal tons of damage, and then Boosted Agent doing a lot of damage, so he can heal as well.
I honestly think everyone on their team really enjoys drawn-out fights. Repel stalls. Silas has a lot of like long-term DPS and heat sustain. Same thing with Urgot. Ezreal is pretty mobile, can keep around the outskirt of a fight even if he could drop slow. Karma sticks around a fight, kiting and shielding. I think you're right.
But that just means that final boss definitely wants to try to stop them from grabbing this Ocean Soul. It is really strong, so they do want to try to stop. And all this extra out of combat heal or healing you get from the Ocean Drake is definitely helping with a lot of these rotations they're making as well.
Right, Edforius split pushing in the bot lane. Nobody has moved up to match him quite yet. He's about to have some pressure. We see wards getting cleared. Midnight Slushy going to walk into a bush with Robert Plant, who puts some damage down on him. The E misses. We see the Gragas ult come out there. I don't know if it was super necessary. Boosted Agent goes all in on the Pharaoh here. He will pick up that kill. Pharaoh has been struggling throughout a lot of this game. In the top lane, Danny Cool going to get caught out, grabbed up by Midnight Slushy, and he goes down as well. Boosted Agent got a little bit engaged on by Seishi, and here comes Edforius to help. Whew, Robert Plant and Seishi are able to take him down. Edforius will get Robert Plant in return, though Jaja Moment's going to get feared away, and while he's feared away, they're going to all jump onto the Vladimir. Nice call after the CC from that Urgot ultimate. Definitely a quick decision, and they're going to be able to shove Jaja Moment away with that. All 4 of them are alive. Boosted Agent did go down to the Vladimir and I believe the Gragas? Yeah, it was the Gragas. Yeah. They're going to get an inhib for it.
Yeah, not be able to get anything else, considering that Pharaoh and Danny Cool are back up, so it'd be 3v4.
Maybe,
but
they're still... I think they're still going for it. They do have a pretty significant gold lead. As the wave gets cleared, though, they decide that they don't want to stick around. They're going to go clear some enemy jungle, and then probably either back and run to... Yeah, it looks like a couple of them are going to back and run to Dragon. Yeah, pretty much all of them are going to back and run to Dragon.
We do have... Yeah, Zale wants to
Final
back
boss is
because
moving towards Baron.
Yeah, looks like they might want to trade instead of looking to contest. They're looking to trade the Baron for the Dragon Soul, which in my opinion is not exactly a great call, considering that the Dragon Soul is a permanent buff while Baron is only a temporary one.
It does give you 300 gold apiece, you know? Still,
it is nice.
Still 1,500 gold for your team, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's exactly what they need in order to get out of this deficit, in terms of stats and in terms of.
Ooh, they're gonna land a hook onto Elise here. Can they make something happen? Repel going to stall out. Stolen box gets thrown down. Pharaoh dies on the backside. Robert Plant goes down as well. Seishi in his stasis, unable to do anything. Triple kill going over to Boosted Asian, who's just picking people off one by one. Jaja Moment, after trying to get away, also goes down. Edforius' ultimate not quite going to land. Seishi came out of that stasis and immediately started running after a flash. U.S. Secret Service, though, trying to chase him down. Whew, gets a little bit low, doesn't want to chase any longer. But they have super minions in there on the base. Danny Cool trying to back on the backside to regroup with the Vladimir. Turret 1 goes down, Turret 2 is getting close. Seishi trying to run and do what damage he can. He gets chunked almost immediately. Midnight Slushy almost takes some damage from the fountain, but he's going to be okay. Boosted Asian will get the kill onto Seishi. Danny Cool looking pretty low as well. Edforius almost goes down to the fountain, but Boosted Asian is going to kill the Nexus on the backside. Sensei Squad 6-0. Final boss 5-1.
Yeah, what a close, close early game, I should point out. Very close because we had, a lot of lanes winning for the final boss, considering that there was a kill on Fora, they had Seishi with a kill, and they had Jaja Moment with a kill. But Forest did an excellent job scaling up and grabbing these items so he can fight Darius and take advantage that Darius was not respecting how much damage he was doing. As for Midnight Slushy, he was just waiting and scaling for his own time and really playing for the team rather than for himself, stealing good ultimates to use as utility rather than being able to 100-0 someone.
Yeah.
US Cervix doing an excellent job at giving kills around the map, and then Boosted Agent scaling up really at.
Yeah, well, that's going to be everything we've got for you guys today. That is the end of the Week 6 streams. Next week, when everyone's going into Week 8 of play, so round 7 for... it is still Week 8, obviously. Weeks don't just change like that. Week 8 for everybody, but round 7 for Platinum. And we will be casting the Week 7 games next week while everyone's playing their Week 8 games.
Yep, and hopefully we'll see you there. We have the Gold Cap games coming out on Sunday. We're going to be with me as alongside with Vid. Hopefully we'll see you there. And thanks for tuning in. I've been Red Skull Dragon. He's been Jack Loves Lamp.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye bye.